using this split function, we are splitting and we are converting into the tokens a part based on the occurrence of the specified delimiter. So we will use this in code. Then just to mute in your side, guys. Some echo is coming. Mute in your side. If you having any question, you can ask me. Unmute me and ask me. So delimiter is a symbol or character which is used to split into the given string. Okay, so what is this delimiter and all we will discuss in this. Just to give me 1 second. So a split, like a function. Inside this, lot of the function is there. Okay, so we have a one function that is called a split function. Okay, so by using this split, we can split n number of the times and n number of the part. Okay. Okay, just mute in your side. Equal some voice is coming on your side. If we don't specify delimiter, yes, hi equal. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah. You are also able me?
Yeah. Now I am able to hear you. Okay, some important topic yesterday I had discussed, that is indexing and slicing. Okay, but again I will discuss in the list. Okay, so it will get clear. Okay, so yesterday session we had discussed indexing and slicing. Both are very important. Okay, so again I will discuss same concept in the list when I will come in the list. Okay, just go through that notes and try to understand and watch my video again. Okay, if you have a doubt, then I will come with in the list. Okay, in the list session. So now we are discussing about an inbuilt function. So we have a one inbuilt function, that is the split. So by using this split, you can what you can do, you can, based on this, you can part of this strings, n number of part, tokens the people are telling. So the result of the split function is the list format. Okay, what happened when you are using this split function? So result will come in this list. Okay, so next topic is the list. So all are very important. This data types. Okay, this data types is your basics of Python. So every place, every place this data type we will use this. If you will go in the any Python profile, right, so what you have to do, the logic will come, that logic we will use on this. Okay, so we have a split. So what happened by using this split function, we are splitting this string. Okay, and here the output will come in the list. Okay, this is the one example, but we can use in the split. This is called delimiter. Okay, this stuff. Delimiter is a symbol or character which is used to split the given string. Okay, so this is called, I want to, here what I am going to do, I want to use here when you will use here delimiter str1 dot split. Okay, this a split. So now I want to give here a space. Okay, now I want to give here a space. Okay, we can use single slash and double slash. So what happened here, the space is coming, right? This space is coming. So whatever the delimiter you want, like in the next example I use here dot symbol, right? So Python is easy. So let's see if I will use this delimiter. So st dot split. Okay, so now I am going to use here this dot. So by what happened, sometimes they can ask in the interview, can you display like this, can you display like this? So that function is important here, but here dot is not coming. Okay, so I think I have to give this a space. I have given this a space. Let's see. Okay, Now I am giving here I am giving this dot. Okay, let's see what happens. Which string it is taking this. This dot is not displaying. Let's try with another example. Okay, this I'm changing this variable name here. Okay, I'm going to get 2, and now we have this split. It should be displayed because this is only for use for this delimiter. Okay, we'll try with okay, might be, let's one second, we'll try this example with files. Okay, should be displayed because this is a use of delimiter. So we'll try with this. Okay, now see this. Okay, now I am going to print this. Save this. We have a lot of inbuilt function inside this string. Okay, so in a string they can ask what is this all inbuilt function, and indexing and slicing is important, and in the logical coding also indexing and slicing is important. Okay, so we'll do the practice for this indexing and slicing. Take the string and do R&D how this value is coming. String demo. Okay, it is not displaying. It should be displayed. It will come like that, a space. So let's because the split function, the use of a split function, when we will give this delimiter, it should become, but output is coming same. We'll check once. I give this another character here. Like I'm giving this comma here. Try to display this. Okay. It's by default it is taking this as space only. Not giving anything. Let's see what okay, so it is mandatory to give because that will be a string. Okay, I will check this example. Okay, let's see. Okay, I will check with this example. Okay, this is split because it should be displayed. This is the only this is the delimiter. If you will go in this split function, they have developed this, so you have to give here something, otherwise it is otherwise you will get the empty, and otherwise we can use this delimiter. I will check with this. Okay, and then I will let you know why this is not displaying here, and you can try with once by chance. Okay, once. Okay, might be some issue will come in. Okay, so we have one more function that is called replace function. So it is used to replace any existing part of given string with the new string. Okay, so we have a syntax for this: remove a string and replace a string. Okay, like just I am going to close this cells. Okay, no problem. We'll try to execute on this file. So we have a replace function. So by using this replace function, we can use this replace function for replacing this value, means whatever you want to replace in front of this. So let's so this Python is easy language. So here I have given this easy, and I want to replace with very easy language. Okay, so let's see that I'm going to save this. I'm going to run this. So you can see before it is showing the Python is easy language. Now the output is coming Python is very easy. So this is your replace function. So this is your syntax of this removal a string and replacement a string. Okay. Same thing like how to remove the very easy and the given a string. Okay, so we have what I am going to do here. I want to remove this. So simply what I did here, simply I have given this empty string. So if you will use the empty string, then the value will remove from this. Okay, so now I'm going to just comment this. Okay, now so here one question is you have to replace, you have to remove this. So very easy, I want to replace. So just this removing this value, replacing this value, just we are using this empty string. Okay, I'm going to print this here. Okay, so here you can see this very easy is removed. Okay, so I have given the empty string in the place of this replacing. Okay, so we have one more function that is called length function. It is used to find the length of the given string. Okay, it is used to count the number of characters in the given string. Okay, so this is how to use this length function. It is simply finding the length of the string. Okay, let's print str.len length function. Okay, so now I'm going to comment this. Okay, and now I'm going to run this. So by using this length function, object no attribute. Okay, right, no attribute, same, right? Okay. The problem is that here we have a multiple this. Okay, so sorry. Telling this. One second here. So let's see. I think this we cannot pass this argument here. Okay, this error is coming. Attribute error. Str object has not an attribute. Okay, so here what you have to do, this length function, but we can pass, right? But why it is showing this error? Alien function. Wait 1 second. But we are not printing anything. It should be displayed. Why this error is coming? Str object has no attribute length. Okay, because we have to print, right? In the cell we can simply do that, right? In the cell it will come in, but why want to print this value? Then how to print this, right? We have to give this this. Okay, let's try once. Okay, because it is showing it is no attribute, but we can print this len function, right? Okay, so like 1 second, because if you will not print anything, then it won't be print anything. Oh, no attribute. Oh shit. Sometime my this problem with my file and this editors, so I'm not getting time to fix my this PyCharm. Okay, let's close this file. This file I'm going to close once. I will start again. I have to fix this problem. Sometime what happened, it's let's try with this again with files. I'm going to try why this is not, why this message is coming. It should be displayed, right? Simply we are using this len function and we are going to display this, so it should be displayed. Right? Why this is not? Okay, I will use that. Now again I'm going to save this, so it will show the length of the string. So whatever the character, if you will give the space also, it will count the space also. Okay, so where this Python file is there, this Python, yes, and then here, use this file. So what happened now? In my this editor having the issue, right? No attributes. So sometime this type of the situation will face it. So just check with once, because same concept is same. Just we are going to print this, so it will find the length of the string. Okay. So we'll find the length of the string. So now we have a one more, like if you will give anything, it will consider. We have a space here, underscore here, so it will consider anything. Okay. So when I am going to again like this, so it will consider anything when you are using this len function. Okay, so len function, inside this string anything is there, it will display. Okay, so if now the value is coming 6, so from all the things they are considering a space also. Just 1 second, someone is knocking my door. Just 1 second.
Where is kiss? తాళాలేనా కుక్కర్ రిటర్న్ ఏం క్లాసెస్
Just close the door, okay? Close the door. Close the door. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So this is your len function. If you are giving anything, if you have a space, they will also consider the length of the string. Okay. So this is your len function. Count function means it is used to count the number of occurrence for the specified character in the given string. Okay, so like that it will work. It will count the specified character, like in the string how many a is there, so it will count the specified character, whatever the character is there. So like I will going to print others. So let's try to execute this. If I will do, then it will count how many times of O is there. So here O is 2 times is there. So this is the len, means it will find the string of the len. But this count function means it will count the number of the occurrence, how many occurrences there. Okay, so like that. Yeah, one more thing, if like I have given here capital X which is not available in this string. So which thing is not available, it will if you will execute this, then it will return 0, because it won't be available here, so it will consider no this 0. Okay, so this is the another example. We have one more concept, that is called packing and unpacking. A string packing and unpacking. So what is the meaning of packing? It is the process of combining and joining the data from the different places in a single place with quotes. We have a different a string is there, somewhere is kept in this. So by using this concept, packing concept, it will collected all the data in the one place. That is called packing concept. So how to use this? So by using this join function to pack the string into the new string. So how to use this join function? So this join function will use here like that. So we have a string here. Okay, so we have a string here. Okay, now we have a string here: A Python, B Python, C Python, C language, and we have a here. Now by using this join function, okay, so join function here, what happened? We have this join function. So this is only single quote, and this dot is there, dot that join. And now we are giving this value, all this different places of this string is there, right? So one thing you have to concentrate, when you are using this join, then you can see I have used this square braces. Okay, so this is this is the syntax of this join function. Okay, I will give you more examples so it will get clear. So we have this string in the different place, A having the different place, B having the different place, and we are joining this. Yeah, you can. This is called the packing concept. So let's just, so you can see all the string is coming in the, it will become in the single string. So this is called packing concept. We have another example also. I have given a space here. Okay, so I have given this a space. So here whatever the thing you will give here. Okay, so same like I can show you here only why I am giving this. So here I have given this a space, so the output will come in this, all the string will be display as a a space. So now if I am going to so here before the output is coming without a space, now this output is coming after a space. Let's try with the another thing, like before what I was doing same stuff, but some issue we are facing this split. So whatever the thing you will give this inside this this quotes, so that value will display. So these are the interview question. Can you display this value like that? Can you display this value like that? So this join, by using this join function, we can perform this all the operations. Okay, so this is your one more concept of a string. We have a one more concept, this is called packing, and one more concept is there, a string unpacking. And a string unpacking means it is the process of separating the data. We have a single string, and what we are going to do, we are going to separate this, okay, that data and a string into the different object. So the length of the string object must be equal to the number of the variables. So it should be whatever the length you have given, it should be equal this variable. So what we are going to do here, okay, I will use this only file, I will not using this. So we have to concentrate one thing here. Okay, whatever the length is there, you have to give this variable equal, otherwise you will get error. Okay, so now I'm going to print A. Let's try with this it is here, it is working or not. Yeah, so like that we can print all this. Okay, we can print. So this concept is called unpacking. See, okay, this concept is called unpacking. Okay, so we can print all the value. Just I'm going to show you. So this concept is called unpacking concept. So like that, this we are separating this, the single string we are separating in one by one. Okay, so here we have to concentrate one more thing. This length of the string object must be equal to the new variables, whatever the variable you are going to declare this. So this string we had discussed all the inbuilt method. So we had discussed, now we are in the data types, because all the stuff is coming in the data type. So in the Python, the following data types considered as a fundamental data type. So int, float, complex, bool and str. This is called a fundamental data types. Okay. So in Python we can represent the value by using the str type and explicitly, and char type is not allowed. So we already discussed, right? The char type is not available in the string. Character is not available in the string, right? We had already discussed this stuff. If you will give a equal to anything, C, I am giving this character type here. So I am going to print a, then what happens? This is only the value will come, and character stuff is not in the Python. So if you will use this type, then it will come only str. So character is not available in the Python, it is only a string if you are using the single quote. So just I have given this point. So this character is not allowed. Long data type is available in the Python 2. Okay, but we are using now Python 3, right? But not in the Python 3. So long is also not available in Python 3. In Python 2 long is there, but in the Python 3 long is not there. In Python 3 long values also we can represent by using the int type only. Okay, so this is a point. Okay, they can try to ask in the interview. In the Python we can represent the char value also, but by using the str type. Same thing. This character type is not allowed. We have another concept that is called type conversion or typecasting. Typecasting means we are doing the conversion. So Python defined type conversion function or directly convert one data type into the another, which is useful in day-to-day and competitive programming, right? Sometimes what happens in the real time, we have a scenario you have to convert into the data type, right? One type to another type. Sometimes what will happen, we have a character value, we have a string value, but we want to make as a integer. Okay, we have an integer value, then we have to make in the float value. We have a float value, we have to make in the complex type. We have an int value, we have to make in the bool type. So this is called type conversion. So we can convert one type value into another type. This conversion is called typecasting or type conversion. So this is your syntax of this. These are the function for the conversion. So you can see we have a int and space. So float x, str, list, tuple, set, dict, ord, hex, opt. Okay, complex. So we will discuss one by one. We have a int. So one we have a this and this we have a base. So we'll discuss what it is, all the stuff. Okay, this function convert any data type into the integer type. Means base we have to specify the base in which the string, if the data type is a string. Okay, so now we have this string, right? Here we have a string value. Inside this, if you want to convert into this a string, we have given this a string value, and now if I am going to do this, then this value is coming in the int. So any value we can convert into the int. We have a float value. Now I am going to convert into int, because by using this int function we can convert this won't be get copied. So now we have what happened? Okay, so now this float value we can converting into the integer. So here the value is coming 2. So we can apply with all the data types. Okay, we have a true. True means this is the boolean, right? This boolean we can also I'm using only this cell. Okay, not this. There this one. Okay. So we have a boolean type here. So boolean we can convert it into the integer. Again we can use here false. Okay, so false means the value in the boolean value will come 0. Okay, so this is a very simple, not a big deal. So again we are using to use this a string type only. So before we have used as a single quote, now we are going to use the double quotes. So whatever the possibility is coming, just we are going to try this. Okay, but one more thing here, if you will try to use float with a string, this float with a string, then you will get error. So this is not valid. So we will get the value error, invalid iterator for the int. Okay, the base is 0. Okay, so it is not applicable. So we will get error. So it is not applicable. Okay, you can't convert this complex type. Okay, if we will try to convert this, then we'll get again error, this type error, this value error and type error. So this type of the scenario they can ask in the interview, can you do this, can you do this? If you will do, then what type of the error will come? Okay, so this we have to just will do the practice, not a big deal. We cannot this is I think octal, right? Binary, yeah, octal. So we cannot also convert this binary by using this. If you will try to do this, again this error will come, this value error, invalid literal for the int. So these steps are not applicable for the conversion when you are using this. Okay, so we can convert from any type into the int except complex type. If we want to convert str type, compulsory str should be contains only integer value and should not be specified the base 10. Okay, so this is your int, some possibility which is not applicable. First we have seen, if you are using a string with float value, it is not applicable. If we are using complex, it is not applicable. If we are using this binary stuff, so it is not applicable. So same like that we have a float. So type float convert into the x into the floating point number. So same thing, this is only the float. Here it is applicable. Okay, here in the a string, when we are using this, right, a string with float, but we are getting the error, but here it is applicable, it is converted into the float type. But we have given this a string with float value, but here we are getting in the float type. Okay, float type value we are getting here. Simply we have a float integer and we are going to convert into this just float. So now we are converting into the float stuff. So again here this complex is not applicable with this. If we will try to do this, then we will get type error, cannot convert into the complex to float. So this is the complex stuff is here also this value binary stuff. If we will try to do this, here you can't get, again we are getting this value type of error, so it is not applicable. So we can convert any type value for the float except complex. Whenever we are trying to convert str type to float type, compulsory str should be either integral and floating point. Okay, otherwise again we will get error. So we have again complex. So we can use this complex function to convert other type to complex type. Okay, so we have a one form, we can use this function to convert x into the complex number with real x and imaginary. Okay, we have a complex function, right? So by using this complex function, we can simply convert it. So we are getting this value as a complex. Okay, so now one example. So by using, I am providing this float value here, but we are using this complex. So now if I will execute this, then what happened? Let's see. So we are getting this. So complex with floating value, we are able to convert into the real and imaginary, means complex type. Okay. So now I am going to use this bool, means true. If I will use this true, then again I am getting this. True means 1. So 1 as a real and 0 is by default coming the imaginary. Okay, so we have again false, so it will come, because this is already 0, so simply it is, this value is real value is not there. Okay, because already we have given this 0. Okay, so 0 is not taking as a real part. Okay, so this is the possibility what I am going to explain here. Okay, so we have another form of this complex. Okay, so first form we have discussed for one complex. We have another form of the complex. We can use this method to convert x and y into the complex numbers such that x will be the real part and y will be the imaginary part. So same thing I am going to do here, just we are specifying this value here. Okay, which one is real and which one is complex? Nothing, just we are doing same thing, but here this function have given this parameters, argument here, right? So now it will, we already decide x is real and -2 is imaginary. So here we have given this. Okay, just that's it. I have given true as a real and false as a imaginary. So here two parameters is there. One is the imaginary and one is the your real part. So simply just we are, whatever the possibility is coming, this example, just we are going to explore this. That's it. So next function is called bool. So we can use for this function to convert other type value to bool type. So whatever the possibility is there, okay, we'll check it. So we will, this bool. Okay, so let's see, if we are giving this false, then we are getting this false value. Okay, here, because this is already boolean, right? So just we are getting this. Now we are giving the integer, so value will come true. Okay, so same thing, again we have given this integer, that value will come true only. Again we have given this float type, then some value is there, so again the value will come true only. In bool function, if you having the any value, then value will return true only. Now I have given this 0 0 in 0 dot, so here the value will come false because we have given this false. So boolean means true and false. If any value is there, then true. If 0 is there, then value will come false. We'll try with this complex also. So we'll try with complex. So now again some value is there. Here it doesn't matter what we are providing this, but we are checking this which possibility it is working. So we have given this int type, we have given this boolean type, we have given this float type, we have given this complex type. So we are checking this which possibility this boolean is applicable. So again I have given this imaginary value is here. So here some value is there, so that value is coming true. Now I am going to use 0 with real and complex. So it is coming false because 0, both real and imaginary part is true. So this is already discussed. So I have given this value as a string. Here the value I have given as a boolean only, but here the true I have given as a string. So here all the possibility we are going to check this, okay, where it is working or not. So true I have given this, true means 1, but here we have passed as a string. Okay, so now we'll check with this also. So this is the possibility of boolean. Okay, how this boolean is working. So why it is taking false as a true? Okay, because this is your string type. So a string means if you will pass this strings, empty string, so So we are getting no boolean. I did not use bool, right? Okay. No, this is not there only. Okay, so one second. Bool. Now I'm going to pass this. So here we have seen one more possibility here. I think it is false. So this is the empty string, but we have passed this value as a 0, but you know this is the false, but we have some value here, right? Means in the string, if you are passing this false, then value will come true. Okay, so this is your possibility I have discussed here. So str we have already seen, right? So we can, by using this str, you can convert into the string type simply. So same thing we are going to apply. This str is a function. Okay, str is a function. We can use this method to convert other type value for the string type. So same possibility I am going to explore here. So now we have our integer, we are converted into the string. Okay, so this value is coming as a string. Okay, so this is, it is applicable, means plot is applicable here, and this is, I am going to use this this complex type, so it is applicable, so it is converted into the complex type. Okay, so I am going to use here, I'm sorry, I am going to use here again I have used this true false, so it is applicable. Okay, so it is all the possibilities we have covered this. Okay, so whatever, you know, we have some very important point here. Okay, fundamental type with immutability. What is the meaning of immutability? Yeah, immutable. Immutable means cannot change the value, right? Yesterday we had discussed a string is immutable. If you will try to change this, then one new object is created. Okay, I'll tell you the immutability means a equal to, we have 10, right? Now print id of a. Sorry. Okay, so now I'm going to print this. Okay. Oh, wait. Print id of a. Okay, so now you can see immutable means, again I am going to give this. Okay, I am storing this the b, then again it is coming a of id of this. So again I missed this one. Let's see it is working or not. Yes. So what is the meaning of immutability? Okay, immutable means we cannot change this value. When what I am doing here, I have given a equal to 10 here, right? So this a, we have stored this 10, then what happened, one new object will be created. Okay, one new object will be created. id is different here, like this is your id 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, again I have a store a equal to 20. So what happened, it won't be changed. Okay, existing object, you can't use this when you are changing this, you know, value. When you are going to a store in the same object, then what happened, one more new object will be created. Okay, so again the value is, the id is 1 3 4 something like that. Again if you will create again I am going to a store a equal to 30, then what happened, one more object will be created. Again I am going to a store a equal to 40. So again what happened, one more object will be created. So every object having the different your id. Okay, like that. This is having the different id. Are you able to understand what is the meaning of immutability? Ravi and Imran. Are you able to understand, guys? What is the meaning of? Oh my God! This guy are not informed when it is Indian. What happened, Subarao?